Hello everyone, good evening. Welcome you all for this live session. I hope I am clearly visible and audible. Yeah, this was a session today wherein I had decided to analyze the stocks which you people will ask me. Okay, I had put a community post of the same, but I received so many requests. Hello everyone. I received so many requests and so many stocks that I don't think one live session is enough for this. So what I have done is I have tried to take the stocks which most of you have asked, okay, the commonly asked stocks. I have decided to analyze those stocks. I have picked them up, and the others whichever I will not analyze today, I will be analyzing it in the next session, that is the next live session which I will be coming up with very soon. So yeah, welcome you all. Yeah, so to quickly begin with, just a minute. I have selected the first stock for today, that is D-Mart. Most of you had requested to analyze this particular stock, so I have decided to first take up this stock. Okay, I think most of you are holding this stock maybe, so I have received a lot of requests to analyze this stock. First of all, this stock is a good stock. As we all know, Mr. Damani's investment, big investment and business idea. So looking at the technical analysis first, assuming that most of you are swing traders and intraday traders, if we check the technicals, you can see this levels, right? So firstly, somewhere in 2021, you can see the stock was in the range bound zone for some time, after which the stock gave a very big movement, right? A very big rally we got to see, and that rally was around from 3,254, it reached to almost 5,750, a very big move. And after that you can see a very big downfall also. From 5,750 it came down to 3,954. Now is this something which is very different for the stock or something? No, every stock will have this phase. There will be consolidation phase, there will be upward movement phase, then there can be again consolidation and upward movement, or there can be after the upward movement there can be a downward movement, that is the buyers whoever have bought here can go for selling here. So here the selling might happen, and now the stock is in the consolidation mode. This is one of the phases of the stock, that's it. It's not something to be very much worried about, but yes, you can see the stock is in the this consolidation mode right from the beginning of 2022, right? It is moving in this direction itself, that is 4,407 to 3,954. If you are hearing a lot of background noise, I'm sorry, because it's heavily raining over here, that's why I cannot avoid this noise. So you can see here that the stock is moving between this particular zone, that is 3,950 to 4,400. So if you are someone who is looking for swing trade, then you can wait for it to break this level of 4,400. Only then you can go for buying or for looking for opportunity in this stock, because this is a strong resistance level, and if 4,400 level is broken, then the chances are there that the stock might move in the upward direction. On the other side, it can also break this 3,954 level and again come down. We don't know. After this consolidation, we don't know whether the stock will move in the upward direction or downward direction, looking at this technicals. Okay, because if it breaks this level of 3,950, then we don't have any strong support in this zone. The next level is around 3200. So it is very riskier if the stock breaks this level. That's why it is better for you to wait, and then only if the stock breaks the level on the upper side, that is a resistance level, then you can go for a swing trade in the stock. If you are an intraday trader, obviously these things doesn't matter. What you have to do is you will have to check for the narrow CPR or open is equal to high low. You have to do the proper stock selection, and if in your stock selection the stock is there, then you can look for buying or shorting depending upon the opportunity that you get. If you are a long-term holder, still I would suggest, if you are looking for buying the stock, then again this is my analysis, this is not a call. Sorry for that. I hope I am connected now. The power went off because it's, as I said, it's raining heavily. Okay, I think now it's back. So let me continue. Sorry for the interruption. So if you're looking for long-term investment in this stock, then I suggest you to wait until it breaks this level of 4,400. Only if this level of 4,400 is broken, only then you can look for buying opportunity, even though you are looking for investing long-term. But if you are already holding the stock, then since the stock is in the consolidation phase, you can wait for some time. You can wait and see if this level of 3,950 is broken. If this level is broken, that is stock breaks this downside support, then it's better to exit for time being. Before that, it's also important to know the fundamentals of the company before you take any decision. If you look at the fundamentals, you can see that the promoter holdings is around 75%, which is really great. Okay, if the promoter holdings is more, then they will have complete control over the company. So there is a very good promoter holding, and FIIs are also holding 9.44%, which is good. Usually I prefer companies with around 10% FII holdings. Okay, around 10% FII holdings is good to go. This is holding 9.44% of FII holdings, so that is okay, nothing to be worried about, and that is intact. In fact, okay, 9.44% is intact over a period of time. There is no withdrawal of FIIs. But if we see the sales of this company, you can see in December 2020, from December 2020 there was a decrease in the sales, and in June 2021 there was a big decrease in the sales, but later on again it picked up, and from September quarter end, September, December, we found a very good growth in this company. Okay, same with operating profits also. It was there was a big fall in the operating profits in June 2021 quarter, after which again it started recovery. Same with the earnings per share, EPS, because the way the profit moves, same way the earnings per share also moves, right? Now if you check the year-wise revenue, there is no big difference over here, right? Though there is a small decrease in 2021, as a year if you totally take, there is no big fall in the revenue as well as in the net profits. Another important thing about this company is that D-Mart doesn't rent D-Mart's whatever outlets are there with respect to D-Mart in different places. All of these are their own. Okay, they don't have to bear the rent in any case. All the outlets are owned by themselves. They don't have to go for paying of rent anyway, and whatever business they do is in the large scale. Okay, we see very big outlets of D-Mart, and whatever they buy, that is on wholesale basis, is in a very larger quantity, and that is the reason they are getting the products at a lower value. They are getting trade discounts, and what are they doing is, this portion of trade discounts they are passing on to the customers, which is why most of the time if you compare the price that we get in D-Mart, the price at which we get a product in D-Mart is much less than the price that we get in the other outlets. Okay, so since the expense is less, the operating capacity of this company is more. So even though we found a small fall over here in the fundamentals in 2021, this doesn't mean it is end of the world. Okay, there is good chance for this company to bounce back in a greater way. Yeah, valuation looks pretty expensive because when compared to industry PE, sometimes we ignore the stocks whose valuation is more, because if the valuation is on a higher side, then the chances of that stock making a big correction is more. But here, this whole industry wise, if you see, all the stocks are running in a higher P. That's why if the industry itself is in a upper side, then this stock having a increased PE doesn't mean that the valuation is very high or something. Okay, it's quite high, but it's not that dangerous also. And in this whole industry, this particular stock or this particular company has a market cap of 66%, which is really good, and cash from operations, that is operating cash flows, is also intact. It is very good. So what I suggest is, on a safer side, you can see the results that will come with respect to this March 2022 results. Anyways, we are right now in April month, so in few days we'll be getting the results of March end. So you can just go through that results and wisely take your decision. If that result is good, if 2021-22 financials are good, that is in the increasing trend, then nothing to worry about this stock. This stock is good to go. Yeah, it's raining in Udupi. Okay, I stay in Udupi and it's raining over here. Okay. Well, let's move on. Many of you have a bigger doubt with regard to HDFC and HDFC Bank merger. Okay, there is a lot of news going on, there is a lot of panic about the stock. You see bigger spikes happening. Okay, but there is nothing to worry about this stock. Both these companies, HDFC Limited as well as HDFC Bank, is doing good, fundamentally good. There is nothing wrong in the stocks. It can easily give you around 15% results, and just because there is a merger doesn't mean that something big is going to happen. This will in fact help in the future growth of the company, because two companies coming together, it will increase the fund with them, fund flow with them, which will in fact help in growing the business further. This can be the first step for growing the business further. So nothing to worry about this. Only thing is, keep a watch on this. When the merger will happen, you will have to do the required things with your shares, so that you will get the shares of the merged company. That's all. You can see the news about this which has come up, recent one, that is, after merger, HDFC Bank will be 100% owned by public shareholders, and existing shareholders of HDFC Limited will own 41% of HDFC Bank. That is in the ratio of 1:1.68. If you are holding 25 shares of HDFC Limited, you will get 42 shares of HDFC Bank Limited, which means HDFC Bank, which means you are not going to lose anything. Your money will not go anywhere. Only in the place of 25 shares, now you will have 42 shares. That is the only difference, and there is nothing to panic about this. Okay, many of you have asked this question, so thought of clearing it. Okay. Next stock which most of you have requested is Reliance Industries. So if we check the technicals of this company, you can see that it was actually somewhat moving in a channel pattern. Okay, you can see this trend line over here, this trend line, which is acting as a strong resistance. Okay, you can see how the stock has respected this level. But when there is a breakout, always, actually we are a little late. If you are a swing trader, or if you are looking for investment, this was a very good opportunity, because there was a good breakout with a very good volume, which means the stock is going to give a very good spike for the next few days. Okay, so here you had a we saw a very good breakout, and the stock obviously moved in a very faster way in the upward direction. And here there is another level, 2560 around. Okay, this level is again a very good support level in case the stock moves back. So you can see at this level again the stock has taken support, which means again there is a chance of this stock moving in the upward direction. If you are a swing trader, then this is a good opportunity. In that case, the stock might move till somewhere near 2800. Looking at the fundamentals, the sales growth is 18.04%. Operating profit is good, 16.87%. Net profit growth is also great, 32.16%. I have also checked the valuation, that is also good. And institutional holdings is very high, 38.54%. Everything is good. Again, as I said, you should always check whether there is any pledge on the promoters holding. When you have a very good promoters holding, it is also required to keep an eye on the pledged shares. But here we don't have any pledged shares, which is again a very good sign. But one alarming thing which I found over here when I analyze the financials of this company is that the cash from operations has come down by 72.40%. Again, I checked the free cash flows, which is again another term which is more relevant than cash flow or cash from operations. The free cash flows are also coming negative. Okay, so again the company has come up with clarification for this, that since we started with the new telecom sector, that is this Jio, after Jio came in, the necessity for capex was increased, that is for fixed assets. Okay, and that is the reason our operating profits or operating cash flows has come down, that is free cash flows has come down. Okay, this was the reason. And they are also into expansion. So whenever you see the negative free cash flows, this doesn't always means that the company is in a dangerous situation. Okay, there can also be cases wherein they are planning some expansion and they have put in their money in the expansion phase. Here, after I googled, after I researched, I found that the company is into expansion. But again, this is my analysis. It's always better for you to also go about and do some research before you buy the stock. But otherwise, the stock is really good, and there is nothing to worry about this stock for the at least for the next few years. Can you make a video for support and resistance? Yes, sure. Okay, I haven't done any video on that, I guess. I'll definitely do a video about this, how to identify the support and resistance levels. Okay, some people over here want me to do it in Hindi. I can try to some extent. My Hindi is not that fluent, but definitely I can make you understand in Hindi. If you want me to continue in Hindi, then I can just go about it. Do you want me to? If there is more people who are asking for Hindi, then I can also try that. Okay, so the next stock is that is JSW Steel. This was also requested by some of you. Okay, some of you want me to and some of you don't want me to. So let me continue this in English for today, and I'll make a separate video for those who want me to do it on Hindi. I'll come another live wherein I'll be doing it exclusively in Hindi. Well, JSW, this is also a good stock. If you see the technicals of this stock, it is continuously moving in this channel, right? It has not come out of this channel for a long time. Now you can see there was a breakout, and again there was a retracement. This is again another case in many of the stocks. Just don't jump into trading just when you see the breakout. Just take 1 or 2 days if you're going for swing trade. Again, this does not apply for intraday. Obviously, for intraday, whenever you get a stock based on your stock selection, you can go for it. There is nothing wrong, provided you get a proper price action, you apply price action and your strategies and take the entry. Okay, but if you're going for swing trade or long-term investment, investment, you can just wait for a day or two and see if there is any retracement happening. Retracement in the sense the stock will move in the upward direction and do a small correction. This small correction is called retracement. So if you can just wait and see, this channel itself, the upper line of the channel, that is the resistance line, has now acted as support, and here the stock has taken support and again bounced back, which is a good sign, which means the stock is bound to move in the upward direction at least for the next few days. Okay. Yeah, if you want to know more about this, that is about how to look at these breakouts, how to identify different patterns, and how to apply price action and get an early entry in these patterns. It is also possible for us to predict using price action about the breakout of these different patterns and get an early entry, so that when other people enter, that is a normal other than price action traders or others enter into trade, that will be the point where you will make profit and exit your half quantity. Okay, if you want to know about all this, you can check out my course on price action and swing trade. This is available on front page. I'll leave the link in the description. For those who subscribe today, you will get a coupon code offer. You can use of 750. Also, if you are also an option trader and you want to learn both option as well as price action, then you can check out the combo course, which is also available on front page. You can use a coupon code of 1000. Now about this JSW Steel, everything is good, but I wanted to highlight few points which I thought I have to share it with you. That is increase in promoter stake. Promoter stake has increased, which is a good sign. Okay, which means the promoters are are expecting something good from this company. That's why they want to invest more in this company, which is good. Valuation is also fair. It is not too high or too low. It is fair as of now. But though the promoters holdings is increasing, I found there is a pledge on promoters share up to 17.8%. So you have to keep an eye on this. If the pledged shares are increasing, then if it is increasing in the very higher phase, then it's better to stay away from this company. If it is intact, if it is same over a period of time, then there is no much problem, because other financials are looking good. There is no problem. Okay, and FII holdings are also there. When you see the pledged shares are increasing, you should also see what is happening with the FII holdings. Why? Because FIIs do not blindly invest in any company. These are very big institutions which will do extensive study. They will have their experts to study the company, and only if they get a positive report about the company, only then they will invest. And their investments is not like us. It is in a very huge amounts in foreign currencies. That's why if the pledged shares are also increasing and if FII holdings are decreasing, that means it is definitely an alarming sign for us. Okay, so keep an eye on both of this, and if it is intact, as of now it is intact, FII holdings have not changed much over a period of time, so there is no I don't see any big danger. So in the next few years this company has to give good returns, but again, this is my analysis. Stock market is unpredictable. I cannot say anything about this. Okay, the other stock that was requested was Ambuja Cement. Okay, actually, rather than speaking about any particular stock in this sector, I can say cement industry itself is suffering. It's not about any particular stock about this industry. This industry itself is suffering because crude oil price was, it just boomed like anything, right, in the past few months because of Russia-Ukraine crisis which was happening. Because of this, when the whole industry is suffering, there is no point in expecting any stock to give a very good move, right? Though the fundamentals are good, though there is nothing wrong with the company, if industry itself is suffering, then we cannot help it. So if you take any stock with respect to cement industry, you can see the same thing happening. Okay, their stock price has decreased, their profitability has decreased. Whatever fundamental analysis you do, you almost see the same thing happening to all the companies in cement sector. But as I checked the cash flow from operations, that is good. Cash flow from operations is good. That is, if the cash flow from operations is also negative, then we don't know, it may be difficult for a company to sustain. But here this company is strong. This is a very old company, and it was doing good fundamentally over the period of time. Here just by looking at this technicals also, you can see it was doing good in the past. Because of this crisis, the stock has fallen, and now again it is slightly stabilized and is moving in the upward direction. But here you can see there is a very strong resistance at this level around 340 to 350. Though the stock has moved now, but here there is a very strong resistance. Again, if something else, some news comes up, again the stock might fall. So keep a check at this level, and if this level is crossed, and if there is no any big news regarding crude oil, then you can see a very good moment here. If the crude oil price stabilizes, cement prices will, the stock prices will rise, or else we'll again see the decline in the stock. So will there be any improvement in the future? That's what we will have to wait and watch. If there is crude oil price stabilizes, then the stocks have to do good, because other than this impact, I don't see any big disadvantage or any big alarming sign in this company. The fundamentals were good. Just because of this, in the actually what you can do is, all the financials are due now. You will receive the financial statement within the next few months. Okay, as per SEBI, they have to come up very early. So if you can check out these financials, then you can take a clear decision if you are yet looking for investment. If you have already invested in these shares, then as I said, in case of Ambuja Cement, you can just wait and see if this level is broken, that 350 level. If that if that breakout happens, then you can hold it, not a problem. But from here, from 336, again if you see any big fall, then it is better to exit and wait for some time, and when it recovers, you can again re-enter. That is one option that you have. Anything else which I have to pick up? Someone wants to know about Havels. Okay, I'll randomly pick out a few of them which you have asked from the comments, and I'll just go randomly select some 2 stocks and explain it. Havels, actually fundamentally it's almost the same thing. I don't see any big growth. It may not give you that great results. Technically, if I have to check, then I have to just check the chart. Just a minute. Havels is also in a bigger resistance zone, that is 1267 as of now. So 1280 is a very big resistance zone. If that breakout happens, then you can expect some good moment. But fundamentally speaking, I don't see very big growth in this. That is, return, you cannot expect anything big out of this if you are looking for a long-term investment. But in short term, that's what, if there is a good breakout, then you can look for swing trading opportunity. If you have any particular strategy, you can apply that and check it out. Okay, someone is asking for Zeal. Again, don't take all these as any calls or advisory. This is just my analysis. I just look at the chart fundamentals. Some companies I closely monitor, so whichever company I monitor, I'll just take up and tell. Others, I will have to go back and check the fundamentals. I have to do some research. So whichever I know, some stocks I'll just pick up and share it with you. So Z Entertainment, this stock, again long term, this doesn't this is actually not good for long term, because I see some negative results over here. The results were negative, and even the chart doesn't look that great. You can see there was a big gap that was created last week, so there can be this gap filling. The stock might move in the downward direction. Even for the long term, you have lot many stocks, so even if you have a small doubt regarding any particular stock, it's better to ignore that stock. Okay, IEX, I already have a separate video on this. I have done an analysis. You can just go back and check some 3-4 videos back. I have done this. IEX is a very great stock. It is a monopoly stock, and it is right now gaining a lot of investors' attention. FII investments are also more a great stock to look for. IEX. Okay. HCL Tech. Technically speaking, it is at 1160, which is a support zone actually. It should bounce back from this level. If not, then it might fall to around 1105. Okay, HCL Tech. So yeah, there are a lot more. I request you people to leave it in the comment section so that I will check them out and shoot another video on this. And that was nice interacting with you people, and I hope I'll come up live again and again with so that I can interact with you all. Petronet is a good stock. Okay. Fundamentally it is great. Again, technically I have to just check it. Let's do a separate video on this. Petronet as of now for long term investment is a good stock. Tata Power for long term is not that great. Okay, so fundamentals are not looking that great as of now. BASF is actually fundamentally doing good, but as of now it is in a bullish mode, so it is better to wait for some time. So yeah, hope you people got some insight about how to analyze the company, and sure I'll upload a song soon. Not possible in this live because here it's people who are watching over here are interested in trading. I'll definitely upload a song very soon. So yeah, I wish you all the best and happy trading. Let's meet again in another live session. Till then, Akshatha Udupa signing off. Bye bye.